Let's come to seated towards the front of our chair. Aligning the spine. Feeling the contact between the sit bones and the seat of the chair. Turning the attention inward and observing the breath. Become very focused on the breath, tracking the breath from the moment the air enters the nostrils, moves down the throat, expands the lungs, and pay attention to the movement of the belly. The belly expanding out with each inhale breath and contracting back towards the spine with each exhale breath. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Kathy. And it's particularly important as we're going to focus on stretching today, to focus on the breath, because our stretches often come during that long, slow, even exhale breath. Taking that focus on the breath even deeper. Begin to even the flow of the breath, matching the length of the inhale to the length of the exhale breath. Use your own internal count to help you focus and find that even pattern of the breath. Let's do 4 more complete rounds of the breath, now with an extended exhale breath. Inhale. Inhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Arms move to the side of the body. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. And exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Press the hands into each other and press the thumbs into the sternum. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. And exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Pressing the hands into each other. See if you notice the shoulder blades moving slightly away from the spine. One more time, inhale up. And this time, interlace the fingers and press the palms towards the ceiling. Take the hands in front of you. Press the palms out. And bring the attention to the forearms, if that's where you feel the stretch. And see if those muscles, see if that tension, that tightness in the forearms can relax any amount with the breath. Release the hands. And now stretch the right hand out towards me. Take the hand around the fingers and continue that forearm stretch by drawing the fingers towards you. Turn the fingers towards the floor. And once again, stretch. Let's release the right hand. And now stretch the left hand towards me. Draw the fingers towards the body. And turn the fingers towards the floor. Keep the breathing going to let that long exhale breath help you relax. And let's release the hands down and just open and close the fingers. Grasp the right elbow with the left hand and draw the right arm up beside the ear. Try and keep the shoulder blade moving down the back. And feel this stretch getting into all the muscles around the shoulder. And now bring that right arm in front of you. Wrap the left hand around and stretch the shoulder in another direction. Take the right hand to the left elbow. Draw the left arm up beside the ear. See if you can bring the hand in between the shoulder blades on the back. And really tune into your body now as you move into each of these stretches. Hopefully starting to feel a bit of a release now. Bring the left arm in front of you and wrap the right arm around it. Over here, with the left arm on top, bring the hands, wrap the fingertips around the shoulder blades, and peel the shoulder blades away from the spine. Extend the arms out to the side. Bring the opposite arm on top now. And move the fingertips onto the shoulder blades once more. Let the arms go. Take the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh, and see if you can snuggle the heel of the hand on the right arm up, right in towards the sacrum. And let's just begin to gently twist towards our right side. Keep the nose aligned with the sternum. So this isn't about a twist in the neck. It's more about a twist in the spine. Remember, if you've got bone density issues with the spine, keep this very, very gentle. Breathe into the twist and see if the breath brings any ease to the twist. Inhale, raise the arms overhead, and exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, heel, the hand comes in towards the sacrum, and as we twist towards our right side. Breathe into this twist, strengthening the intercostals and strengthening all the muscles that support our breath because of the resistance that comes from breathing into a twist. Come back to center. Let's raise both arms overhead. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Lean the body left and tug on the right wrist. Inhale, come back to center. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and lean right. Or sorry, we're grabbing the left wrist, right hand, lean right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let's forward fold over the legs, and you might want to grab your blocks here to support the arms if they don't come to touch the floor. And the hands don't come to touch the floor. Let's inhale, come back up, bring the hands onto the thighs just above the knees. And we'll do some cat-cow work now. Inhale, lift the sternum. And exhale, rounding towards the back of the chair again. Keeping this, the backward movement, the rearward movement slight. There's bone density issues with the spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back. Holding with that slight rearward curve in the spine and breathing into it now. Inhale, come back to center. Let's interlace the fingers and take the fingers around, or take the interlaced fingers around the right shin. Or remember, that's too much for you. You may use your strap around the shin as well. So just whatever works for you. Draw that knee in towards the armpit, and let's flex and point the toes. Circle the foot one way and circle the foot in the opposite direction. Let's bring the hand onto the knee and circle that knee. You can start small and then work up to your maximum range of motion. And then let's go in the opposite direction. And come back to center. Release the right ankle onto the left thigh and flex the toes in towards the shin. So Bring the toes in towards the shin, or if that's not within your range of motion, bring the foot to the inner edge, or the base of the foot to the inner edge of the opposite foot, or an intermediate point might be just on a block. Drawing in. Focus the breath in on the point around the hip. Let the hip relax. Breathe here. And again, if it's available to you, bring the knee across, lift, and let's release the right foot onto the floor. Walk the feet slightly wider than hip distance, and let the knees sway towards the right side. Inhale, come through center, and let both knees sway left. Let's bring the knees back again towards the right. This time, take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and again, do a gentle twist towards the left side. Knees facing right, twisting, turning left. Take full advantage of the breath here. Deepen that connection with the body, observing where you feel ease and where you feel effort. Inhale, take the knees through center and twist in the opposite direction. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the feet back to approximately hip distance. Interlace the fingers in the non-dominant interlace, and either use your strap or your hands around the knee and draw now the left knee towards the left armpit, flexing and pointing the toes. Circle. And circle. Bring the foot to the block or to the inside of the opposite foot, or up onto the thigh. Flex the toes in towards the body and concentrate the attention around the right hip or left hip. Slide the left leg across. Maybe your knees line up, maybe not. If they don't, you might just be down below the knees as well. Lengthen the spine. And now release the left foot onto the floor. And once again, take the feet slightly wider than hip distance. Let both knees sway right and twist left. Inhale, bring the knees through center towards the left side and twist right. Inhale, come back to center. Walk the feet a bit wider. Form that V. Bring the knees or the blocks into the center of the V. Inhale the arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold into the V, bringing the hands to the blocks or the floor, and maybe extending the blocks a little out in front. Keep the head in line with the spine. Notice where you're feeling holding and tension and breathe into those areas to see if you could relax that any amount. Let's inhale, come all the way up. Our hands meet overhead and draw the hands back to heart center. Walk the feet back to center. And let's find our strap. Stretch the right foot out towards me. Take the strap around the right foot, around the wrists. Go around the bases of the toes. Draw the toes back towards the body. And let's raise the legs so they're approximate. The thighs match left and right. And press the base of the toe into the strap. Draw the shoulders back. Lower the right foot towards the floor. Take the right foot slightly out towards the side and draw the toes in. Well, let's lift that right leg once more. Draw the right leg back to center and release towards the floor. Keep your strap handy. Draw the right heel back towards the chair. And bring some weight onto the right thigh. And press the heel into the floor. Deepening that stretch in the right calf. Let's come back up. Now find the strap once more and take it around the left foot. Stretching the left foot out towards me, going around the bases of the toes. Wrap the strap around the wrists and draw the foot towards the body. Press the big toe into the strap and draw the little toe side of the foot back slightly towards the body. Try and keep just the tiniest micro bend in the knee. Raise the legs up. Raise the leg up. Take it back down. Go out slightly to the side or take it further left. Inhale here. Let's raise up. Lower that leg down. And let's again release the strap, bring the legs back to center, and let the legs sway from side to side. Let's turn ourselves slightly sideways on our chair. And try and get the outside leg, if you can, and as long as you can feel supported, if the outside leg is free, it gives you a little bit more range of motion in this outside hip. Let's walk that hip out. Always try to make sure that the thigh bone and the metatarsals in the foot, the second metatarsal in particular, are pointing in the same direction. Stack the spine here. And let's raise the arms overhead. Again, gently twist towards our chair. Inhale, come back to center. Bring that outside knee below the outside hip. Let that hip roll forward slightly and curl the toes under and stretch the bottom of the foot. Firm up the core muscles from the pelvic floor all the way up the front of the body, stretching. Feeling a stretch coming into this front area of the groin. And now flip the toes and come on to the top of the foot, stretching out the ankles. Or the ankle on the right side. Let's slide that outside leg all the way back and working that outside leg towards straight. Bring the hands onto the opposite thigh. Draw the pubic bone towards the navel to intensify that stretch. Work with the breath here to allow the stretch, to allow the body to find. Drop the heel, open the body towards your camera, and bring the elbow to rest on the opposite knee. Work the hips towards stacking. And we can raise that arm or maybe stretch it out across the body. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Drop the hands. Draw the right or the outside leg in and twist. Move to the opposite side. Just look at the alignment of the thigh bone with the second metatarsal. Breathe here. Let's raise the hands overhead. Shoulder blades slide down as we lengthen the distance between the head of the pelvis and the armpit. Twist towards our chair. Back to center. Bring that outside knee below the outside hip. Curl the toes under and stretch out the bottom of the foot. Come on to the top of the toes. And then slide that foot back. Curl the toes under. And work that outside leg towards straight. Lift the arms. Bend the chair side elbow and bring the chair side elbow to the chair side thigh. And let's just let the arm rest at the side for a moment. Stack the hips. Now stretch that arm out. Inhale, come back up. Bring the body to warrior two. Release the arms and draw that back leg in. Come back to center and let the knees sway from side to side. Let's do just a little bit of standing work before we come down for final relaxation. So coming up to standing and facing the seat of your chair. Keep the hips. And come into a chair. And walk the feet back away from the chair and start to work the body into a V shape. Keep the head and the neck in line with the spine. Lift the inner line of the legs. Firm the core muscles. And work into that V. Stay here if this is enough, or if you can move a little deeper, try to step the feet back any amount, and just gradually come into more of a V shape. Drawing the upper thighs back away from the chair and lengthening the head towards the chair. A slight bend in the knees with a very strong core. And again, you can stay here or maybe take the feet back any amount. Let's walk the feet back underneath the hips, shoulders over the hands. And let's take the right foot back and across and bend the left knee. Inhale, come to center. And now let's pick up the left foot, take it around and behind, bend into the right knee. Inhale, come back to center. Let's just do one cat-cow move here. Before we come up to standing, and we'll do tree pose to wrap up our standing work. So bringing our chair side, establishing the foundation in the chair side foot, lift the outside knee and bring the foot to the ankle, the calf, or up onto the inner thigh. Find a focal point that's not me. Draw everything in towards the center line and open the branches of our tree. Draw back to center. Release. Let's turn around or bring our chair to the opposite side. You're going to create that foundation in the chair side foot. Lift the heel, turn the heel, bring the heel to the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. Bring the hands into heart center. Open. Draw back. And just step away. Just give yourself some space away from the chair and just let the arms dangle and sway from side to side. And then let the arms, just let momentum continue until you stop. And let's come back to seated now. Coming down to seated. Beginning first in seated mountain. Have anything that you're going to need for final relaxation handy. Grab a drink. Close the eyes and tune into the breath again. Walk the feet slightly wider. Let both knees sway to the right side and twist left. Both knees sway left and twist right. Bring the knees back to center. And again, make your preparations for Savasana. You can slide back in your chair. You can add extra clothing. And take the first few moments of our Savasana, of our final relaxation, to find the most comfortable position that you can find for your body. When you think you've found that position, let the body settle and make whatever micro adjustments are necessary to enhance the comfort any amount. Letting go of the control of the breath. Letting go of the muscular effort that shapes our body. Imagining yourselves in an environment. It's very fluid, very flexible. And seeing yourself as being equally fluid, equally flexible to that environment that you're finding yourself in. Letting the body sink into that feeling of relaxation with each exhale breath. deepening your relaxation. Letting your body shape itself to the chair. Now let's begin to deepen the breath. Gently bring movement back to the body. Move in whatever way feels good to you to reconnect with the body. But keeping that sense of fluidity and flexibility. Slide forward to our seated mountain pose. Stack the spine one more time. Close the eyes, scan the body, and observe the effect of your practice. Arms come to the side. Lift the arms overhead. Draw the hands back to heart center. Thank yourself for making time for this practice. Thank each other for sharing your practice. And thank you so much for the honor of guiding you through your practice this morning. Thank you.